So Neil Young is saying that,
or was saying,
right, that he wouldn't allow Spotify to keep his music there, while people like Joe Rogan is there spreading misinformation and whatnot, right? And I don't know, he really thought, or I think he was hoping to drum up some more support.
Well, what people have said is that he has had a beef with Spotify for quite some time, because there's been he's had a problem with the split of royalties, and he and Spotify have kind of had a back and forth for some time, which is this is the understanding I've gained. So I think this was just another opportunity to take a dig at Spotify. Maybe he's almost at his wit's end with respect to the beef he having with. So in his mind, he put off my music at this stage. I don't care, but I could get to look all virtuous by tying it to Joe Rogan in a kind of a way. I don't think he was really. I mean, Neil Young, he sold, I think, half of his catalog for £150 million, I think, right? So he might be a nobody to me and you, but his music does have value, because if somebody paying $150 million for half of the catalog, then he had to be an artist of some repute. But I don't even think he was necessarily thinking that Spotify would have said, no, we'll side with you and take Joe Rogan off. I just think he wanted to morally grandstand, and if he didn't mind too much if Spotify had taken up the offer and said,
what certain people are saying is that he might have also been trying to take that stand, hoping that other artists take the stand as well and stand with him. I
don't even know if he was really signed. The things I've heard him say in the past, I don't even know if he was necessarily trying to start a crusade. I just think he's an old artist that likes to be relevant and wants to be relevant and knows the things to virtue signal about, the things to...
Because I thought that if I don't really know of you, I think I know the name. And as I say, his music probably has value to somebody. But are those people Spotify listeners? Or are those people heavy?
Yeah. Well, Spotify has his music on the...
Well, yeah, but what's in compared to the 11 million downloads a month for Joe Rogan?
No, I'm not saying it passes Joe Rogan.
No, what's in? That's what I'm saying. So, for me, this was my thought process. Are you relevant enough? Or, as you say, which obviously is a different perspective, right? My thought was, are you relevant enough to
get to Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
I think if he wanted support, I don't think he really wants to get Joe Rogan off of Spotify.
So that's it. Yeah. So,
and I think if he wanted support, he would have said something like that. Like, I am going to take it, and I invite all other artists and kind of, you can even pressure people, bully people into doing it. If you care about your fans and whether your fans are safe and healthy, then you should take a stand too. But he didn't say any of that. I just think he was just morally grandstanding. He had a beef with Spotify, and he gets a chance to pick a bone with Spotify as well as look like a hero. Look like, I'm standing up for, the science or whatever. I don't know.
And yeah, boy, dog, boy. Well, bye-bye to your music, boy, dog, boy. Okay, I'm going to Spotify and look for it again to see if I know you. Yeah, boy, dog, boy.
Yeah.
Press on.
I just think he's an old man looking for relevance, and so that's a sad thing. I think to see people behave like that in their old age.
But plenty old, when they get older, they just get miserable and just get away.
Yeah, you can get miserable and thing with your. What I don't like to see is them taking on personas that they didn't. Because I don't know him as I know of his music. I know of him as an artist, but I can't say I was not wrong when he was in his prime to know how he was, what his personality was. But you see, when people kind of have their whole career as artists and then they become crusaders in their old age, let's be real, dog. So you've lived your entire life not really caring about social justice, and you reach this age now and all of a sudden you're a crusader. No, you're just fighting for relevance. You want to, that's what the young crowd, look, you want to get interviewed on TV.
And then probably, people advising him as well. Well, boy, if you want to see if your name could jump out, you have to,
because he's been doing interviews since, so and people, you and I are talking about him, and there's no context, that I could conjure in my mind that would have ever gotten us to
Even if we
speak
die,
about.
we still wouldn't have spoken about it.
Exactly. Right now, I know we are two people in Trinidad and Tobago, very far from him.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just think he was looking for relevance.
And boy, I know your music now on Spotify, so you can even say, well, boy, we're going to do some research and listen to music.
You can go on YouTube.
Yeah.
Go on YouTube, go play, you can't find him on music.